Now, sometimes things happen. I was talking about it. Sometimes people do things, people say things. Sometimes things happen in life that we weren't expecting and has a crazy effect on us in a negative way. I remember when I was growing up, when I was about 6 years old, I came home one day after school with my brother, and my parents sat me down in my living room with my older brother and my younger brother, and they gave us some news that literally completely shook my whole entire world. And it was the day that they told us that my dad was going to leave and that my parents were going to separate and get divorced. Now, I had never planned for that to happen, but it completely ripped my heart out from inside of me and made me feel a pain that I've never ever felt before. It made me feel this brokenness that I didn't really understand or know how to handle. And I went through life trying to fix what I was feeling inside, because naturally when something breaks, you try and fix it. But this was too out of my control. There was nothing that I could seem to do that could change the way that I felt. It could change the pain and the rejection that I felt that I was going through. Until one day when my mom started going to church with her best friend from work. My mom used to be a lunch lady, and her best friend took her to church one day. And I went with my mom because this pretty girl went, and I thought, hey, I'll just go to church. At least it's a pretty girl. And I saw all these people with their hands raised up in the air, and they were singing these songs, and they looked so happy. And I just thought, these people look absolutely ridiculous, because they had no idea the kind of pain that I was going through. And I thought, man, if you knew what was going on inside of me, you wouldn't be singing. You would be upset. You would hate being in this place right now. But little did I know that that was the one place where I was going to find the answer to all my questions. It wasn't until I started going to Sunday school and someone told me, look, God designed and created the universe, and He created and designed you, and He puts you together. So if there's something broke inside of you, then you might want to turn to God and ask Him to help you with it. So I went home and I prayed this prayer. I said, look, God, if you're real, you can take a seat for a second if you want. I said, God, look, if you're real and if you're really out there and if you really did make me and you say you can help me, not only do I want you to help me, but I need you to help me. And I had this experience. People call it a spiritual experience. I felt this feeling inside of me. Have you ever had fresh brownies? Fresh, warm brownies right out the oven? Yeah? Anybody? Yes. You take one bite into it, especially when your mom makes them, and you're like, my mom loves me. And you feel all good. And I prayed this prayer, and I felt like God was there in the room with me. I felt like He was putting His arm around me, and He was saying, look, no matter what you go through, I'm going to be here for you. No matter what issues you face, no matter how broken you feel, you can always turn to me. And I did make you, and I can make a difference in your life. So I made a choice because of what God did for me there in that day, because of the way that God changed me. I made a choice to say, look, God, whatever you want me to do, I want to follow it. I want to know about this love and this plan that all these people are telling me you have for my life. So what we want to do is we want to give you guys the opportunity to do that last part. I have a choice. To say to God, look, I want you involved in my life. I want to know you. I want to know about this love, and I want to know about this plan that you have for me. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to take a second. Everybody bow your head right quick. And I want you guys to think about you. Think, is that me? Am I feeling that way right now? Do I want to know that love that God apparently has for me? Do I want to have that relationship that God is saying is available? And do I want to know the forgiveness that God has? Now, if that's you, I want you to just put your hand up. While everybody's head is bowed, I want you to just put your hand up right now to say, look, I want to make that choice to know God's love. I want to make that choice to have God involved in my life. All right. Cool. Now, everybody who has their hand up, I want you guys to pray this prayer along with me. You just repeat after everything I say. Say, Dear God. Pray it out loud, by the way. Dear God, thank you that you love me. Thank you that even though I made mistakes, you sent Jesus to die for me so that you and I can have a relationship again. I want to have you involved in my life. I want to know about the plan that you have for me. And I want to know your love. Amen. Alright, cool. Now, what we want to do is, anybody who prayed that prayer, after we finish, I want you guys to come up and talk to us after. We want to write you guys' names down on a list. We want to give you guys some information. This is the last song that we're going to do, so we need everybody to stand. Growing up, I see the world chase after many things. Wrapped up in the money and the lies that it brings. Throw away the families for selfish ambitions. All because of paper that they just became religion. Yeah, they treated money like a god, but it's really not the way. More money, more problems, that's what Biggie had to settle and play. God is the answer to your struggle. Choose to follow everybody, answer to your troubles. A new day's coming where you can stop running. Where kids don't have to steal just so they can eat something. When daddies don't lead, the governments don't lie. The world bows down and let your name up. But here's the answer. Here's the answer. The only reason I'm holding on to the answer. So let us surrender. 'Cause you are the reason I'm standing strong. I know I couldn't breathe without you. I couldn't see without you. Look what I feel without you. I'm standing strong. I know. When you came, it was like a star to the sky. Light of the world as you sparked into life. Majestic, you listened to the brokens, the cries. You talked about truth and you silenced the lies. I guess I was nobody quite like you. Got your strength and you pulled me through. You're the host to the masses. Your story is classic. You took many lashes for me. You was drastic. The holes in your hands, to the scars on your back, to the bruises and cuts, to the whips, to the cracks. You were good, you were love, to the world you were home. If you're caught up in the struggle, let's go. Here's the answer. Yeah, here's the answer. The only reason I'm holding on to the answer. Yeah, so let's surrender. 'Cause you are the reason I'm standing strong. I know I couldn't breathe without you. I couldn't see without you. I'm standing strong. I know I couldn't see without you. Jesus, I couldn't breathe without you. I'm standing strong. I know.
The weight of the